Hello, hello, I am back, and rendering in high definition takes so much longer. Ugh. Anywho.
Shouldn't you be out looking for a fearsome beast?
It's no use. I've been looking for fearsome beasts all week, and haven't been able to find a single one.
This part before.
I should have stayed up north to hunt,
yes, we have.
but it's so cold,
but I need
and I'd
hear
have
it
to walk
again.
through all that snow. No, Arnbjorn and I are going back as soon as we deliver some maps to our secret hideout in the woods. He would send me back on my own.
You have a secret hideout in the woods?
Yes, to the south.
South.
It's where we hide our treasure.
Why don't you keep your treasure in the village?
We keep some of our treasure
I'm an
there.
idiot.
If the
Well, it's guarded
Blah, blah,
24
blah,
hours
blah,
a day.
blah, poop. Goodbye.
Well, bye.
Goodbye.
Yes. I'm now headed out to the place with the thing. The hideout, as it were. Yes. It's not really that secret. It kind of stands out like a bloody sore thumb. Really.
Oh no, you can't go there!
Your typical Viking guard.
Oh my god, he's pocket-sized.
I don't think that would be a very good idea.
Aw, won't let
You
me
won't
kick
get
him.
by Erik the Brave!
Erik the Brave? You look more like Cedric the Snail.
What do you mean?
Well, I couldn't help but notice. It took you a while to climb down those stairs.
Well, I was fast enough to stop you.
So what's behind the door?
I can't tell you, it's a secret.
I
Treasure.
bet there's a really big Viking treasure behind that door.
You think so?
Well, why else would there be a guard tower manned by the famous Erik the Brave?
You've heard of me?
Of course! Everyone's heard of Erik the Brave. You're the most famous Viking of all.
I suppose I've been in some famous battles. Tell me, of all the battles I've won, what was your favorite? Surely
Erik
you
the Brave.
remember.
Second only to Erik the Large. Also known as Erik the Large Guy Without Any Pants.
When you chased after those thieves who stole that thing from you or your family or your friends.
I don't remember that one. Are you sure that wasn't my brother, Erik the Courageous?
Never heard of
They
him.
all called Erik.
Well, what do you know? I'm famous.
Have you seen any mysterious characters in the past few days?
No?
Erik the Half-A-Viking.
Are you sure? You haven't seen anybody in the past few days?
Oh, well, sure, I've seen people, but nobody mysterious.
Have you seen any suspicious people then?
Suspicious? Nope, none of those.
Aren't you a little bit small to be a Viking?
Not at all. Being Viking is a state of mind.
Are you the only guard here?
Yes. Why'd you ask?
Who keeps watch while you're sleeping?
I've trained myself to live on 1 hour and 25 minutes of sleep a day. Throughout the night, I sleep for 15 seconds, wake up for a minute or two, sleep for another 15 seconds, and so on.
Isn't that bad for your health?
Well, they say lack of sleep can stunt your growth, but I don't believe it.
Seen any strange characters?
You're all a bit strange to me. But did I see any stranger than usual? No.
It must be hard work guarding that treasure all by yourself.
No job is too hard for Erik the Brave.
Have you seen anything unusual at all?
Well, I got this weird fungus growing between my toes.
What's that tower for, anyway?
It's my lookout tower. The Viking War Book recommends using a Viking lookout tower to prevent surprise attacks.
How does the tower prevent surprise attacks?
From the top of the tower, I can see everyone who approaches, thus foiling any attempt at a surprise attack.
What if someone attacks while you're still up in the tower?
That won't happen. As soon as I see someone coming, I climb down the stairs.
What if someone sneaks up on you?
I've got a perfect view of the forest floor. There's no way anyone could sneak up on me.
What if they rode in on hot air balloons?
I'm sure I'd see the balloons before they even got close.
What if they came disguised as a tree?
I'm an expert woodsman. I can spot a fake tree a mile away.
What if they came charging in on fast horses?
Then I'd hear the horses' hooves on the forest floor.
What if they dug a tunnel and snuck by underground?
Then I'd I guess I just run down the stairs really fast.
I don't know. It took you a long time to get down those stairs.
Well, that's because I wasn't in a hurry. I can get down those stairs much faster.
Oh, yeah? Prove it.
You don't believe Erik the Brave?
Well, I really thought Erik the Brave would provide a tighter defense.
I'll show you how fast I can get down those stairs. Okay, just a moment while I catch my breath.
Tired already?
Huh, okay. Get ready to see some real speed. There, see?
That was pathetic.
Well, wait, I wasn't ready. Let me try again. You're right. It's too far to climb down in time, and I'm wearing all this heavy armor under my clothes, you see?
I can't believe it. Erik the Brave with such a gaping hole in his defenses.
There has to be a faster way down. It's too high to jump down. Maybe if I built a net?
But what if you get tangled up in it? And what if the enemy destroys it?
And there's no river close enough for me to build a water slide. Perhaps I could parachute down.
I don't think the tower's high enough.
If only... Hey, wait, I've got it. I could attach an elastic to the top of the tower, tie the other end to my legs, and leap safely over the side to stop the tunnelers as soon as they reach the surface.
A bungee cord?
Yeah, that's it, a bungee cord. Do you know where I can get a bungee cord?
I'm afraid not.
Well, if you think of anything, let me know. Oh no, you can't go there.
Yes, I can. Anyway, there's got to be a way out of here. Oh, wait. No. Yes. Quite. Well, we want to deal with Erik the Viking, I suppose. Erik the Half-A-Viking.
What are you staring at, Gilbert?
I wasn't staring.
Haven't you ever seen underwear before?
Well, yes, I just...
What?
These are all evil things to say.
When it rains, do your cups runneth over?
They wouldn't dry very well if I left them out in the rain. Hello? Hello? Oh, why isn't this phone working?
Hey, Louise.
Yes, Gilbert?
Seriously,
So, who do you think stole the mushroom?
There's a rumor going around that it was taken by Elton to use in some experiment. But I know for a fact he's been in his workshop all day. Another rumor says responsibility was claimed by a group of militant Viking radicals.
Oh, really?
I don't believe it though, Gilbert. I think it was a goblin myself.
A goblin? Why?
No one in their right mind would want that stuffy old mushroom unless they were starving. And everyone knows the goblins have been coming closer and closer to the city to look for food.
Well, I did see a goblin by our place earlier.
There, see? I knew it.
But the thief didn't look like a goblin to me.
Well, naturally it would have been wearing a disguise.
Why are you always teasing Sam?
I'm not always teasing Sam.
You're not?
If he doesn't like it, he can go stand somewhere else.
Have you heard any news about my grandfather?
There was talk of poor Abraham being executed tonight, Gilbert. But the king postponed it for 1 week. They say the king must be feeling ill. He looked absolutely terrible tonight. It's a good thing he was well enough to stop the execution.
Yes, it was. Hear anything interesting today?
Aside from the mushroom being stolen and your grandfather put in jail?
Yes.
Well, Phungoria Amusements has built a flume ride.
A flume ride?
Apparently you ride the Great Phungorian River in a hollowed-out log from the base of the mountains to the sea.
Sounds kind of boring.
Yes, but tourists love that sort of thing.
What do you need all those bras for anyway?
You don't think I need any support?
No. I mean, that's not what I meant.
They're not for me, Gilbert. Not anymore, anyway. They're for Patty Mercer.
What does Mrs. Mercer need them for?
I don't know if I should be telling you, Gilbert. She asked me to keep it a secret.
I won't tell anyone.
Well, I suppose it's all right. They're for her daughters, actually. The Mercer girls have grown up quite a bit recently, and poor Patty has fallen on hard times. What with poor Mr. Mercer being injured in that wagon race last fall. I'm sending these brassieres over so her daughters can be let out of the house again.
But aren't those bras a bit too ample for the Mercer girls?
Well, I imagine they won't fit all the girls, but I'm sure Patty will be able to modify the bras to fit her daughters well enough.
So when are you going to deliver those bras to Mrs. Mercer?
I was just thinking about who I should get to deliver them. Patty asked me to deliver them myself, but I'm much too busy right now.
Even with the phones out of order?
Why don't you deliver the bras for me, Gilbert? Since you already know about it, I'm sure Patty will understand if you tell her I'm busy. And you obviously don't have anything important to do. It's the least you can do to help out a family in need, Gilbert.
Yes, but...
No buts. You are being called to serve your fellow man, or woman in this case. Well, a woman and her daughters, to be precise.
I have to save my grandfather.
You have all week to do that. Those Mercer girls need these bras now. How would you like to be stuck inside your house all day, forced to hide your unshielded breasts?
I never really gave it much thought.
Here, catch. Be careful you don't drop them, Gilbert. I don't want you delivering any dirty underwear to Mrs. Mercer. Remember to tell her I'm sorry I couldn't deliver these myself.
Okay.
And promise you won't tell anyone who they're for.
Okay.
Promise?
Okay, I promise.
Yes. Well, I'll keep my mind off of that and... Oh, great. Why did she walk up now?
Hi, Princess.
Gilbert, what are you doing with those bras? Aren't they a little bit big for you?
No, really, they're not for me.
Mm-hmm. And who are they for, then?
I can't say.
Where did you get them? You didn't steal them, did you? Because you won't be able to free your grandfather if you get arrested for stealing women's underwear.
No.
So, what are they for, then?
Seriously. Honestly. I hate all these excuses. They all suck.
I'm going to use them as blindfolds.
What for?
I'm going to set up a new tourist attraction called Gilbert Goodmate's Blindness Simulator, where people from all over the world can come to experience the unique challenges faced by the sightless.
Why don't you just tell me the truth?
I'm going to make slingshots out of them.
What do you need that many slingshots for?
Well, I have to be ready when I meet up with the mushroom thief.
Yeah, right. What are the bras really for?
These aren't bras. They're squirrel hammocks.
Squirrel hammocks?
Well, squirrels deserve an afternoon nap like anyone else.
What are they really for?
Well, you never know when you'll need to put your arm in a sling.
How many broken arms are you expecting to have?
I'll be ready to help the injured if there's ever an earthquake.
Do you really expect me to believe that?
They're for Mrs. Mercer's daughters. Louise asked me to deliver them for her.
That's nice of you, Gilbert. So, are you going to deliver them?
Well, no, but don't tell Louise.
You're quite the kleptomaniac, aren't you?
You never know when something might come in handy.
Yes. Well...
If I tie these bras together, I can make a nice long rope. It stretches just like a bungee cord.
Here we go. We've got a bungee cord. Sort of. Kind of. Not really, but it's a substitute. Why must you always be so demanding? It's close enough for the situation at hand. A bungee cord.
Oh no, you can't go there!
Is this what you wanted?
A bungee cord! This is great! Whee!
Hey, look.
How do I get down?
He is Erik, the not-so-large guy without any pants. Can I tickle him now?
I don't think that would be a very good idea.
I'm worried that I was that
Hey there, Erik.
fixated on
How's
that
it hanging?
action.
You have to get me down from here!
Guess that bungee cord idea wasn't so brilliant after all.
Please, you have to get me down!
I suppose it would be the right thing to do.
Yes, getting me down is the right thing. Oh, my blood is rushing to my brain.
Nah.
Man, we're kind of a jerk. We seemed like a
It's
nice
locked.
guy. But no, we're a jerk. We are a double plus jerk. He has the key on? He doesn't have the key on. Oh, wait. Snorri has the key. Alright. I'm gonna have to go get the key from Snorri the Viking. And yes, I see the glove on the ground at Vanderhaven's feet. Can I take it?
I wouldn't be caught dead wearing those.
I know I need to get these. I'm just spacing.
Nice sewing machine you got there.
Yes, it's a special heavy-duty industrial strength sewing machine.
What can it do?
Well, it can sew just about anything. The sewing needle was made by a Japanese swordmaster. It can punch through 4 inches of leather without breaking.
Wow.
It's also constructed of very strong materials. Even the dry belt is extra strong. In all the years I've been making shoes, I've never had to replace that belt.
You know, I don't think you'd point that out if I wasn't intended to take it.
So, what is the PVA?
It's the reason you've been able to lead a free and happy life, my boy.
I have?
Haven't you ever heard of the PVA?
I don't know which one to pick.
Professional vegetable abductions?
No, Gilbert. The Phungorian Volunteer Army.
We have a volunteer army?
It's the only reason we haven't been invaded by the Viking hordes.
But I thought we were at peace with the Vikings.
That's what they want you to think. But we know better than to trust those horny helmeted barbarians. The Phungorian Volunteer Army wasn't fooled by that phony peace agreement, no siree. According to our intelligence reports, the Vikings are planning a massive invasion. We believe that the peace agreement was an attempt to trick us into letting our guard down.
But that peace agreement was signed over 50 years ago.
54 years, 3 months, and 23 days, to be exact. But the PVA sees right through their trickery. Believe you me, in 54 years, we've had time to go over the data, and it's rock solid. The Vikings may seem peaceful enough, but it's just an act. Deep down inside, they've been planning, strategizing, mobilizing, and prepared for an all-out, full-blown, brutal, ugly war.
Why would the Vikings want to invade Phungoria?
Because they're Vikings. Invading is just what Vikings do.
Oh, sounds like they haven't been themselves for 54 years then.
Well, unlike a certain young whippersnapper, I was there 54 years ago when they signed the truce. And I remember what it was like when the Vikings weren't so sneaky with their invading. The Phungorian Viking War was no picnic. But just because they act friendly today doesn't mean they're not planning an invasion. In fact, it makes their planned invasion even more obvious.
When do you think the Vikings are going to invade?
It could happen any day now. In fact, intelligence reports indicate that Viking spies have set up a watchtower in the forest, undoubtedly to gather their own intelligence in preparation for the invasion. I tell you, Gilbert, those Vikings are up to no good.
So how many volunteers are in the PVA?
Surprisingly few, when you consider what an effective deterrent we've been.
So how many people do you have? Thousands?
Well, no, not quite thousands.
Hundreds?
Hundreds? No, not hundreds.
Dozens? How small is this army?
Well, there are 3 of us,
3?
but we're all highly trained.
How are you gonna hold off an invasion with only 3 people?
Well, actually, we aren't 3 people, exactly.
You mean you're even smaller than that?
No, what I mean is, well, one of our members isn't exactly a people-type person. He's kind of, well, a sock.
A sock?
Meet Sock. He says, "Don't worry, Gilbert, for I, the mighty Sock, fearless wool warrior, am standing guard against the Viking hordes."
A sock?
Sock says, "Don't be fooled by my small stature, for I possess the mind of a military genius."
Oh, of course he does.
In addition to being our main strategist, Sock is also the head of our intelligence division, and an expert martial arts instructor, I might add.
Do you have anything in a size 10?
Size 10. Yep, I think I have something. What kind of shoes are you looking for?
Steel-toed, steel-shanked, steel-heeled work boots?
Just sold my last pair to Vandersteen the other day.
Got any cowboy boots, partner?
For gunfighting or horse riding?
Cowgirl chasing.
I think you'd be better off with running shoes.
Do you have any pretty ballet slippers?
I didn't know you were a dancer, Gilbert. Would you like me to make you a pair?
I'm not a dancer, I was just asking.
You sure ask a lot of questions.
I have an inquisitive personality.
Anything else?
How about some military boots?
Like your mama used to wear?
I didn't know she wore military boots.
It's an expression, Gilbert. But yes, I have military boots. They're standard issue when you join the PVA.
I'm not really looking. I was just curious. So who's the 3rd PVA member?
That would be Pete Federsky, our bombardment specialist.
You mean Crazy Pete?
His passionate devotion to defending Phungoria is largely responsible for delaying the Viking invasion all these years.
So it's just you, Crazy Pete, and that Sock?
His name is Sock, not that Sock. Make it sound like he's some sort of footwear.
Do you have any Viking footwear for sale?
I most certainly do not.
Did you see what happened to my grandfather?
What happened to your grandfather?
Saul, the mushroom was stolen and the sheriff hauled my grandfather away.
Really? Sock, did you know that? Sock says yes. I saw the mushroom get stolen. And I know who did it too.
Who?
He says a human did it.
Any idea which one?
Sock says, sorry, you people all look alike to me.
Okay.
And the thief was wearing a disguise.
You are insane and I don't want to talk to you no more.
What are you doing?
Making shoes.
Bye, Saul.
Bye, Gilbert.
Wait. Oh, crap. I didn't finish talking. I just remembered. Hold on. More talkie time. Yeah,
It's the belt that turns to
object.
make the sewing machine sew.
I mean, it's a lot easier to be a kleptomaniac in games that don't get you
What are you doing?
attached to
Making
lots of quirky
shoes.
characters.
So, you didn't see what happened to my grandfather.
That's not very nice, Sock.
What did he say?
He's in a bad mood today, I'm afraid. I think he's feeling lonely, but he won't admit it.
How can he be lonely? There are lots of people around.
That's just it. Lots of people, but no socks. I think he's longing for a female companion.
A female sock.
A nice soft cotton one, preferably.
Yes, there we
Bye,
go.
Saul.
Bye, Gilbert.
Now this time we should go back and pick up the shoe polish that was not there before for some reason.
It's black shoe polish. I love free samples.
Take the
I made
shoe
a sock
polish and
puppet.
Paint on the sock. There we go.
Hey, Saul,
You
guess
can have
what?
nasty,
I
disturbing
found a
sock
female
love.
sock.
Well, I'll be... What's that? Okay, I'll introduce you. What's your name?
Sockette.
Yes, that is a sexy name, isn't it? He says, Hi, Sockette. Oh boy, I don't think I'd better repeat that. I think you'd better continue this conversation in private. Well, thanks a bunch, Gilbert. That was really nice of you. In fact, I want to give you something. Why don't you take these nice warm slippers?
Yes, well, thank you very much, Freako.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's the least I can do.
Keep your creepy sock fetish to yourself. That's as far as I'm concerned. Seriously.
Pretty.
Those aren't just pretty slippers. They're made from the hide of the most ferocious beast ever to walk the land. The deadly two-headed pink hare of Phungoria.
Ferocious beast?
Not only ferocious, but a master of evasion. Even the best hunters couldn't track it down. After a year without salads, the people demanded that something be done, and the king at that time, King Darien, I think, sent for the greatest Viking hero there ever was.
Hog the Merciless?
Yes, Harg the Merciless. He
Damn,
tracked the
people are
beast for
suckers.
15 days, one pink little turd at a time, until finally he faced the deadly creature in mortal and violent combat.
What happened?
Even with two heads, the pink hare of Phungoria was no match for Harg the Merciless. Within hours, the beast was slain, and the great Viking hero received a champion's reward.
Hog the Merciless was the greatest Viking that ever lived. And these slippers? They were his?
Yes, they were part of his reward. But when the Viking hero left, he forgot them behind. That's why I thought I should bring them to you. They really should belong to a Viking.
I can't believe it. The hide of a truly ferocious beast. Arnbjorn, you won't believe this.
Harg the Merciless, Snorri. You lucky dog. I think pink is your color, Snorri.
They're nice and warm, too.
Fergus, break open another keg. My friend Snorri here's got something to celebrate.
Alright. I'm glad he gets to be a happy, joyful Viking. Because that's just good for him. Happy day.
I don't need any more of those.
Okay, I got a napkin.
It's the key to the secret Viking hideout.
I want that key, but I can't get the key right now. Because it's on his belt. And he would probably kick my butt if I took his belt.
Hi, Elton.
Come in,
If I get the wrong idea. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you very much for watching, and good night. Love, luck, and lollipops. I'm going to go to bed. Please, if you enjoyed this, like, comment, or subscribe. I'm really hoping you do, because I can't actually force that. Because I'm not the boss of you. Good night, and be well, and be safe, and be happy, in any order you choose.
Going up.